Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss few questions related to JEE Advanced Examination. Clear? So let's start with the topic, that is question answer round, and my first question is, look at what is given here. A 5 centimeter cube, that is 5 ml solution of H2O2 gives 0.508 gram of iodine from acidified Ki solution. Okay, calculate the strength of H2O2 in terms of volume strength at STP, standard temperature and pressure. This is completely calculative type. Look at what happened here. H2O2 on treatment with acidified Ki solution. Clear? First of all, write down the equation, then what will happen, check it. What I am writing, wait for a moment, look at acidified Ki, that is Ki plus H2SO4, yes sir, on treatment with H2O2, yes sir, gives you, look at what I am telling, what is the reaction here, K2SO4 plus I2 and plus H2O. This is the reaction, wait for a moment. Now balance here, put here 2 Ki, K2SO4, okay, hydrogen is H2 and O2, 2 to 4, put here 2. Now complete balance, okay. Now completely balanced reaction. Now what happened in this case? That is the Ki converted to I2. Now look at here, that is H2O2. Do we need to balance H2O2 also? Check out again, K2SO4, that is I2, okay, then H2O2 given here I2, okay, do we need hydrogen 2 times, hydrogen 2 to 4, 2 to 4, okay, SO4 1 times, oxygen 2 here, oxygen 2 here, completely balanced. Now read the question. 5 ml solution of H2O2 gives 508 gram of iodine. What gram? 0.508 gram. Now I am moving here, look at according to the question. H2O2, what is the molar mass? That is 34 gram H2O2, that is the general condition, gives you 2 into 127, that is the molar mass, 254 gram. At ordinary condition, when we balance the reaction, what happens here? 1 mole H2O2, listen the question carefully, gives you 1 mole I2, yes sir. So here that is 34 gram H2O2 gives you 254 gram I2. Clear? So I am rubbing this part and wait for a moment. So we can say easily that is 0. What to write? 254, wait for a moment, 254 gram I2 comes from 34 gram H2O2, yes sir. Now according to the question, 0.508 gram I2 comes from, tell me, I am rubbing this part. Now 0.508 gram I2 comes from, that is 34 into 0.508 divided by 254. Am I right or wrong? Sir, right. Now after solving we get almost 0.068 gram H2O2. Clear? That is, that amount of H2O2 requires to give 0.508 gram of I2. Now, according to the question, 5 ml of H2O2, according to the question, 5 ml of H2O2 solution, how many gram? 0.068 gram H2O2. This is the question. So what will happen? 1 ml of H2O2 solution will contain, tell me, this is 1 ml or you can say 1 volume. This is a standard situation. 1 ml of H2O2 solution contains 0.068 upon 5 gram H2O2. Yes sir, you are correct. That is around 0.0136 gram H2O2. That is, one volume contains 0.0136 gram H2O2. Now let's move here. This is calculative type question. It will take time. What I am telling. This is the gram. Now, according to the ideal condition, we people know. Look at the equation. H2O2 gives you H2O plus O2. Remember, balance this. What? 2 into 34 gram, that is 68 gram, gives you 22400 ml. Yes sir, this is the ideal situation. 68 gram H2O2 gives you 22400 ml O2. In terms of O2, we measure the volume strength. And now according to the question, how much amount we have? That is 0.0136 gram H2O2 gives you, tell me sir, it's very easy, 22400 into 0.0136 divided by, okay, divided by, 68, 0.0136. Clear? And this is around, what will happen? This is around 4.48 ml. And this is the volume strength. What is the volume strength? 4.48. Now, I am moving here. Check it out. This is one of the best question. Look at. Proceed one by one, write down each and every equation. You will definitely get the answer. This is calculative type. That's why this is a part of JEE Advanced, not JEE Mains and NEET. So the option is 4.48 volume. Theoretically, we are correct. If there is any mistake in calculation, you have pen and paper, then you can solve. But the process is completely right. I think we have done a complete calculation. Still, it's your turn. You can also check. So the answer is 4.48 volume. I'm going to rub this part, friend, and we'll discuss the next part of the question. Listen carefully. What I'm telling. Now, the next question. Calculate the hardness of water sample which contains 0.001 mole of MgSO4. Dissolve per liter of water. Clear? Now, how to solve? Read the question. Now, we are going to solve the question. Look at again, this one is a calculative type. As we know, 1 mole of MgSO4 is equal to 120 gram of MgSO4. We people know this. This is the molar mass. If you have any doubt, you can also add 24 plus 32 is equal to 4 into 16. That is 56 plus 64. 6, 4, 10, 120. Clear? Wait for a moment. 1 mole of MgSO4 equal to 120 gram of MgSO4. Here is 0.001 mole of MgSO4 will be equal to, tell me what will happen. Sir, it's very simple. Multiply 120 into 0.001. Now put here 1000. Now this will cancel this one. Okay. Sir, the answer is 0.12 gram MgSO4. This is the quantity. Now, for hardness, what we take the standard, that is CaCO3. As we people know, 120 gram MgSO4 equivalent to 100 gram. I have discussed this concept during my lecture. that is 120 gram MgSO4 is equal to 100 gram of CaCO3. Now 0.12 gram MgSO4, sir, it's so easy. Now 0.12 multiply by 100 divided by 120, put here 100. Clear to you? Now what will happen? This will cancel this one and 1 upon 10, that is 0.1 gram CaCO3. Clear to you? So we can say per liter, that is 10 to the power 3 gram contains 0.1, and we know degree of hardness is measured in ppm. 10 to the power 3 gram contains 0.1 gram. So 10 to the power 6 gram contain. So completely now we write hardness is equal to 0.1 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 3. This will cancel 10 to the power 3. This will come, this will cancel. So we can say 100 ppm. This is the answer. 10 to the power 3 gram, that is 1 liter, contain 0.1 gram. So 10 to the power 6 liter contain 100 gram, that is 100 ppm, because degree of hardness is always measured in ppm. Clear to you? So we can easily write. If you have any doubt, I have just written these terms. You can write like this: 10 to the power 3 gram. This is the best method, right? You may be confused. Water contains 0.1 gram, and so 10 to the power 6 gram contains, that is 0.1, similar 10 to the power 6 upon 3 will get 100 ppm. Clear to you? This is the concept according to the question. If you write the formula in terms of ppm, that is confusing. That is the mass of the solute upon mass of the solution multiply 10 to the power 6. Clear? Now, so the answer of this question, we people can easily say, wait for a moment, that is 100 ppm. Clear? Now let's move to the next question. This is, wait for a moment friend, this is question number 3. 100 ml of this is the question related to the hardness of the water. Okay, 100 ml of tap water containing calcium bicarbonate, okay, was titrated with N by 50 SCl, okay, with methyl orange as indicator, is all okay. If 30 ml of SCl will required, then calculate the temporary hardness as part of CaCO3 per 10 to the power 6. It's so easy. 10 to the power 6, as I told you, this is taken, always taken as a standard. Now it's very simple. Titration, that is, we can equivalent 30 ml of N by 50. Clear to you? 30 ml of N by 50 SCl is equivalent to, tell me, that is 30 ml of, or you can write like this, 30 ml N by 50, clear, CaH, wait for a moment, I am looking the question, so I cannot move myself. See, okay, that will be equivalent 30 ml, according to the question, listen carefully, this is the complete titration, volumetric analysis, N by 10 CaH CO3, that is equal to 100 ml of tap water. Clear? This is a simple, that is the complete theory of volumetric analysis. You can write like this, as I discussed earlier. This is the thing, 30 ml N by 50 CaCO3 equivalent to 100 ml tap water. So the mass of, now tell me, CaHCO3 whole twice in 100 ml tap water. Now tell me what will happen. 100 ml tap water. Sir, if volume and normality also given, then what is the formula? We people know normality is equal to number of gram equivalent, that is given mass upon equivalent mass upon volume of the solution in, tell me sir, volume of the solution in liter. So you can put the value and you can easily get the answer. That is, we can write here, that is W is equal to N into E into V divided by 1000. What I'm telling, N into E into V divided by 1000. So mass N into E. What is the molecular mass? What is the equivalent mass here? 50. So put here 50. Then multiply by, tell me, E, equivalent mass we have put in, normality is 1 upon 50. Okay sir, and the volume is 30. Then divided by 1000 and put here 50. Clear? Yes sir, you complete. Now this will cancel, this will cancel, this one cancel, that is 3 upon 100, that is 0.03 gram. Clear? That is 10 to the power 3. If I talk about 10 to the power 6, then what will happen? That is 0.03 multiply 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 3. This will come 10 to the power 3. So in terms of 0. In terms of n by 10 to the power 6, wait for a moment. In terms of 10 to the power 6, that is mass, here the volume is 100. Okay, so we can write here, that is the ppm is 300 ppm. Clear to you? If you have any doubt, check out the calculation in this case. That is 30, 100. If I, one more thing, we are taking here 100 ml. So better to put here 100 so that you can, finally we will convert this. That will, it will better for you. 30, put here 100. This will cancel this one. Clear? So the mass here is 0.3 gram and better to write here 300 ppm. This is the answer. Clear to you? In terms of 10 to the power 6 part of the water. Now, so what is the solution of this answer? So the solution is 300 ppm. One more thing I am going to mention here. If I take here 1000 ml, you can take, but here you have to modify the answer. So due to this reason, due to convenience, I have taken is 100 so that you can easily get the answer. Clear, friend? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. The next part of the question, wait for a moment. This is the question number 4. This is again a calculation type. 220 ml of H2, that is complete again the titration H2O2 after acidification with dilute H2SO4 required 30 ml of N by 12 KMnO4 for complete oxidation. Okay, calculate the percentage of H2O2 in the solution. What is the equivalent mass of H2? Given equivalent mass of H2O2, what to find here? Calculate the percentage of H2O2 in the solution. Okay, now how to solve the question? First of all, titration concept we have to use, that is 20 ml H2O2. 20 ml, we can write like this, 20 ml of NX H2O2 will be equivalent to 30 ml of N by 12 KMnO4 according to question, that is complete oxidation. Or you can write like this, N1V1 is equal to N2V2. Yes sir, you can write like this. This one is V1 and we have to find N1. This one is N2 and this one is V2. Yes sir, definitely. Now put the value. N1 multiplied by 20 is equal to 1 upon 12 multiplied by 30. Yes sir. N1 is equal to 1 upon 12 multiplied by 30 divided by 20. Clear? Now check it out. This will cancel this one. 3, 4. That is N1 is equal to 1 upon 8. Yes sir. Now moving here. Now, what is strength? As we know, strength is equal to normality into equivalent mass. As we know, in case of H2O2, the equivalent mass is 17. Normality is 1 by 8 into 17. Clear what I'm telling? Normality is equal to 1 by 8 into 17. After calculation, 17 upon 8, that is 2.125 gram per liter. Now what will be the strength? So strength is equal to 2.125 divided by 1000 multiplied by 100. Clear to you? Now what will happen? This will cancel this one. So the answer is 0.2125. Sometimes we do not have time to give the complete calculation. We do not have pen and paper. So sometimes I write the direct value. If you have pen and paper, then you can easily solve. So the answer in this case 0.2125. So what is the answer? 0.2125. A is the correct option. Now I'm going to rub this part, friend, and we'll discuss the next question. What will happen in this case? Check it out. Wait. Now let's move to the question number 5. What is Fenton reagent? This is completely theory based question. We people know Fenton reagent is Fe2 plus in H2O2 used as a oxidizing agent. This is completely theory based. So the option of this question is B. Now let's move to the next one. The next question is, what is the volume strength of a molar solution of H2O2? That is the question. Molar solution, that is 1 molar. As we people know, tell me the formula. Sir, volume strength is equal to, I am closing my eyes, 11.2 into molarity. Remember this? Look at, sir, volume strength is equal to 11.2 into molarity. Yes, sir, you are correct. 11.2, molarity is 1. So the volume strength equal to 11.2. So tell me which is the correct option. Sir, this is very easy. This is very simple. Correct option is 11.2. Now I'm going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next question. I think this I have taken the calculative part of the question, calculated part of this chapter, so that you can easily practice the question. Again, I am telling, I am giving you a complete idea to solve the question in detail. I am giving the solution in detail. You have to do the calculation. You have pen and paper, and as per the approximation, I am giving you the answer. If there is any changes, then you can easily tell me, because what I am telling, the process always remains same. There may be the changes in the calculation, but the process is completely true, completely correct. So you can follow the process, and after calculation definitely you will get the answer. Clear to you? So sometime during calculation we take approximation. Approximation also give you answer. So don't worry. Now let's move to the next question. Hydrolysis, this is slight confusing. That's why I have taken this question. Hydrolysis of 1 mole. This is a question also from IIT JEE. But the answer differs according to me. Okay, hydrolysis of 1 mole of peroxide disulfuric acid gives you, the option is 2 moles of sulfuric acid, 2 moles of peroxymonosulfuric acid, 1 mole of sulfuric acid, and 1 mole of peroxymonosulfuric acid. 1 mole of sulfuric acid, 1 mole of peroxymonosulfuric acid, and 1 mole of hydrogen peroxide. Now what will happen? Check it out. Why this one is slightly calculative? This is, if I talk about H2O8, this one is peroxide disulfuric acid. Hydrolysis, that is the reaction H2H2O8 on treatment with water, that is the hydrolysis, friend. Now there is 2 cases possible. First of all, on hydrolysis it gives you H2SO5 and H2SO4. Yes, sir, you are completely correct. But the question changes. According to the next situation, if I like this, then what will happen? So it gives you H2SO4 plus H2O2. Now, actual, it has two answer, not one answer. So the answer is slightly confusing. So we are taking the two answer and taking this question as a multiple choice question. So for first case, it gives you balancing, that is 2 moles of sulfuric acid. Yes, sir. And the second one is 1 mole of sulfuric acid and 1 mole of peroxymonosulfuric acid. So for this, A and C is the correct option. Clear to you, friend? So this is a multiple choice question. Now I'm going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next question. Look at the next question. What is the next question? Check it out. An orange colored solution acidified with H2SO4 and treated with a substance X gives a blue color. Definitely, do you remember this? If there is a CrO5, then definitely X is H2O2, we people know. And orange color substance is K2Cr2O7. How? This is the estimation. Look at the reaction. So, K2Cr2O7, orange colored solution acidified with H2SO4. Yes, sir. It gives you K2SO4, then H2Cr2O7. Yes, sir. Now, what will happen the next part? H2O2, it will H2O plus. Now, this one will attack on this. Now, what will happen? H2Cr2O7 on gives you CrO5 plus H2O. Now, how to balance the reaction? 7, 8, 5 to 10, 2 Cr, 11. Put here 4, 7, 4, 11. So, multiply this equation by 4. Now, after adding, what will happen? Tell me. The final reaction, this will cancel this one and this will cancel this one. Okay, sir. So, the reaction here K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 plus H2O2. It gives you K2SO4, okay, sir, that is 2CrO5 and plus 4 plus 1, 5H2O. This is the complete reaction and this one is a blue colored solution. So tell me what is X, sir? X is H2O2. Clear to you? This is one of the best question. Complete analyzing type question, orange color, then definitely potassium dichromate. Now the answer, that is C, sir, H2O2. Clear? Now I'm going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next part of the question. Wait for a moment. Now let's move to the question number 9. Look at, there are 3 samples of H2O2, okay, labeled as 10 volume, 15 volume and 20 volume. Half of each sample are mixed and then diluted with equal volume of water. Calculate the volume strength of the resultant solution. This is integer type question. 3 sample, okay. Sample 1, it contains 10 volume. Sample 2, wait. Sample 2 contains 20 volume and 15 and 20, okay. One case, that is 10 volume, and second case, look at what I'm telling, that is 15 volume, and in third case there is 20 volume, okay. What to find? What is the volume strength? That is, we need to find the normality. For first cases, as we know, that is normality volume strength is equal to, tell me what will happen. So 5.6 into normality, that is, so here the 10 volume, so what will happen in this case? We can directly write N1 is equal to 10 upon 5.6. Yes sir. Then what will happen? N2, that is 15 upon 5.6. Yes sir. What will happen with N3? That is 20 upon 5.6. This is the cases 5.6. Now these are mixed with half liter, and what will happen? We know the formula N1 V1 plus N2 V2 plus N3 V3 is equal to NR VR. We have to find the value of NR. Now put here 10 upon 5.6 and volume half 1 by 2. Yes sir. That is 15 upon 5.6 multiply by 1 by 2. Yes sir. That is 20 upon 5.6 multiply by 1 by 2. NR, what is the resultant volume? VR, equal amount 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. So what is NR? After solving, then what will happen? 5, 7.5, then 10. Approximation after taking the LCM, what will happen? Tell me. That is 5 plus 7.5 plus 10 divided by 5.6 is equal to NR multiply by 3. Then what will happen? 15 and 7.5, that is 22.5 upon 5.6 into 3 is equal to NR. Approximation, it will give you 1.33 or 1.339. That is the normality of the resulting mixture. Now we people know volume strength. Tell me, sir, volume strength equal to 5.6 into NR. That is 5.6 into 1.339 approximation, and after approximation it will give you around 7.5. So we people say the volume strength in this case, that is 7.5. Clear friend? Now I am going to rub this part. Let's move to the last question of this segment. Wait for a moment. The last question is question number 10. Aqueous solution of an inorganic compound show the following reaction. It decolorized an acidified KMnO4, okay, accompanied by the evolution of oxygen, okay. It liberates iodine from acidified Ki solution. It gives a brown precipitate with alkaline KMnO4, okay. It removes black stain. Identify X and give chemical equation for the reaction at step 1 to 4. I have taken this question from my side because it will help you a lot to review the chapter. As we people know, that is X is H2O2 because it decolorizes the KMnO4. That is H2O2 plus KMnO4 in acidic medium. First one, what will happen? Why X is H2O2? Look at it, gives K2SO4 plus MnSO4 plus H2O plus O2. It decolorized due to the formation of MnSO4 and K2SO4. This is the first part, A. Now the second one is it liberates iodine. As we people know, X on treatment with Ki in presence of H2SO4. We know what will happen if X is H2O2. It gives you K2SO4, then H2O, and then I2. That is, it liberates iodine. Clear? Do you remember? Familiar? It gives a brown precipitate of alkaline KMnO4 solution. Alkaline, that is, we people know H2O2 KMnO4 alkaline solution. Then what will happen? Why brown color? Due to the formation of MnO2. Due to the formation of MnO2, because this MnO2 is brown. I haven't completed the overall reaction because we have to sign out. That is the gives the brown PBT. This is the formation of MnO2, and the complete reaction is KOH plus MnO2 plus H2O plus O2. Now it removes the black stains from the old paint. As we know, what is the reason for black stains? As we all know, that is PBS. Why remove? H2O2 on treatment, it gives PbSO4. What I'm telling, it gives PbSO4. Due to this reason, this is the black stain, it removes the oil painting. These are the complete reaction. By looking at this reaction, we can say the X is H2O2. Such type of questions are not asked in JEE advanced examination. Just for a practice, I have included this question, because sometimes in paragraph such type of questions are asked. Mixing of the question, not complete question. No one will ask you to give the chemical equation. Just find out the product as, but still I have given the equation for this question, because of that is so that you can easily revise the chapter. So friend, this is the end of this question answer section. So I hope now you can easily solve such kind of questions. Time to say bye bye. Thank you so much.